Hi there, it's the Victats Podcast. This is a podcast about tatting, not the skin and ink kind of tatting, but the needle, shuttle, and thread kind of tatting. These are really bothering me. So my name is Vicki Clark, and I'm podcasting to you from my home in Smiths Falls. And yeah. Anyways, it is. I was going to say August. It is April 7th, 2025. I guess I'm really good with timing there. I went to the Fingerlakes Tatting Seminar. I just went on the Sunday this weekend. It started on Friday, went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on Sunday morning at an ungodly hour, my friend Kelly Dunn and I drove down, left and drove down to join the crew at the at the Fingerlakes Tatting Guild, and had a wonderful time. The day went really fast, really fast. So yep. And so I didn't quite get I didn't get a lot of shopping, didn't get shopping done really, but anyways, okay, so I just thought I would tell you a bit about it. So what you do at the tatting seminar is you take that they have a bunch of classes with projects or a technique class or something like that, and you sign up for them ahead of time, and then you practice whatever the thing is. So I took the classes were with there's 2 per day, so 3 hours on Sunday. It's 3 hours in a 3-hour class in the morning, and then I think an hour and a half class in the afternoon, 90-minute class in the afternoon. And then they have like raffle things where you put them into for a raffle where you buy tickets, and you can tell I'm kind of dopey today, and you put them into paper bags to win the prizes, like they draw from there. And they also had a live auction, but I missed that yesterday, on Saturday. And then they have a freebie table, and the freebie table was pretty good because I got a whole bunch of cross stitch patterns there, like a whole pile of them stacked together. And at first I was kind of like, oh, are these supposed to be here, or am I stealing from the raffle stuff? But no, so that was awesome. I didn't really get a chance to look at the raffle table because I think there's some really good stuff there, like some really good baskets of stuff and books and everything, but I didn't get a chance to do that. And I didn't really get a chance to look at, a lot of the teachers bring their books and that kind of stuff. I had kind of meant to get Martha S's book from last year, this year. Totally didn't get a chance. Yeah, so, and then, I'll come back to that. Okay. And then, so the one class I took, it was a, curled ring class with Mariana Robinson. And so I'm almost done my project, but there's the curled rings. And the reason I took the class is because when I just, sometimes you just pick the classes because of who you want to be taught by. And because I wanted to make sure that I was doing the curled rings the way I think curled rings should be done. Or if I was doing it different, just at it, but it was pretty straightforward, and I like this idea. I had done right before the fire, I had kind of done up, I was thinking of going down to the Palmetto Tatting Guild seminar, and so I had put together a package to send down to be a teacher, but then I realized that wasn't going to be able, I didn't end up sending it down because it wasn't going to work out. However, at that time I had a pattern of curled rings around a center metallic ring. So, a pretty colored ring with tatting around it. So, yep. And then the other thing is, and this is not complete yet, and to be quite honest, I kind of didn't get the spokes set up right. And there's only 11 spokes, but this is a Dorset button. So there's the Dorset button. Okay, oh, it's not gonna, is it going to, okay, you don't need to see the mess in the middle anyways, but, and then you do tatting around the edge outside of it to make a pattern. And that was with Martha S. And that was, of course, terrific as well. Martha S. is a wonderful, wonderful teacher. So is Mariana, but, you know, Martha is very good at teaching, really. You know, she's got a way to teach us. And I was happy to take it because I really wanted to learn how to do the Dorset buttons. But oh, sorry, I just realized what I forgot to tell you about from the freebie table. But however, I didn't want to put the brain power into it, so that worked out. Mine does not look very good because I have made all the mistakes I need to make on it. But the one thing I would do is see how this is Carrie Sullivan's hand-dyed thread, and see how pretty that thread came out, but it's kind of bleh in the middle. So if you have a variegated thread, I think, and it's kind of like Carrie's, where it's like a very like subtle shading with speckles and all that kind of stuff, then I was thinking that if I were to do it again with the same color, then I would do the inside in a solid kind of coordinating color. And sorry, excuse me. Martha had like metal rings as well, like brass rings as well, that were just a little bit of different look because it's a thinner ring. And then there's these. Jenny Clark was visiting from Australia, so she had brought these along with the Vegemite. So I'm going to try the Vegemite. Might be a problem if I become addicted to it because it's harder to get in Canada, I bet. She also had, I had made her the little kit, and she also had brought me some threads. And there was, when you go to, oh, and then Shirley brought these little mini Tupperware containers full of treats. Shirley G. Little crochet hook fob. Beautiful little beaded fob. The crochet hook fob is from my friends Amy and Danny. Pretty. And then, which came in actually handy in that class, my first class, so that worked out good. And then this was from Kelly, who drove down with me. And then this is really neat, is Ruth Perry had made these little picot gauges. And what she did is she took one of these, cut it out, and then to make the edges smooth and everything, she used like a nail file, just a way to file it down to make it more smooth. So I thought that was brilliant. Brilliant way to make a scissors fob. This was the jar, some of the stuff that came in the treats bag was in. It was a really good treats bag. I wish I'd I should have unpacked it with you so you could see it, but now I've made a huge mess of it, so it's too late. Doesn't say what size this is. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Oh, some size 70 thread. The thread that Jenny brought was from Ellen Aaliyah Designs. And then when Kelly came up, she had cleaned out her craft room, so she brought me these shuttles. Now these shuttles are made by, they were made by, why am I blanking on everybody's names these days? Starts with an N. Oh my God. He passed away. He used to be part of the executive, and always brought like these really beautiful, beautiful wood projects every year. Every year, like a beautiful tray or a beautiful, just gorgeous stuff. Because he used to, sorry, not on the executive for the Fingerlakes, but he used to be on the executive for the Fringe Tatting Seminars. It's going to come to me. I'm going to yell it out later. I should have written it down when I was thinking about it earlier. And then Kelly also had brought me, oh yeah, these little meshy things that I love so much, I'm rich in them now because they had them in the grab bags for Fingerlakes, and Kelly brought me a bunch. Kelly also brought me these, she had these old books of patterns, tatting patterns, so that's cool. All right, so that's pretty cool. So I was pretty excited about that. And then, so I'm supposed to be talking to you, but then I get distracted. And then I also got some hand-dyed threads from Carrie. I didn't, like I said, from Carrie Solomon, I really didn't have, oops, sorry, Spuddy, sorry. I just scared him. I didn't really have a lot of time to, look into shop. Oh, sorry, this was also in the grab bag. So I thought this would be good. I know a lot of people use this for like thread pieces, but I thought this kind of thing is really good for, it's got a pull thing, but it's really good for, the metallic threads, the metallic Elizabeth threads, because the balls, as soon as you open them, they go bing, and they kind of pop over, and the metallic threads go everywhere. But it's right in here. If you put it in there, that will hold it. Oh, and there we are. There's the extra rings from the Dorset buttons that Martha had that are thinner. So these are very thin, and then this is with just a plastic Cabone ring. Yep, cool. So I bought some of these. I think I should have bought more because I have a feeling I'm going to be working away at these Dorset buttons for a while. Oh, and had some Tim Tams because Jenny had brought some of those. I didn't get a chance to talk to Jenny as much as I'd like to, but that's all right. Laura McClintock was in my class, so we actually got to look at all the pictures. She does a lot of test tatting for Mike Lyon, so we get to see a lot of her, like of the doilies that she'd done, of pictures of that and everything. So that was really cool because they're like massive doilies. And it turns out the Lane Yap doily that I was working on, that remember I'd lost in the fire, in size 40 thread, she said like it was, the picture she showed us was on a 5-foot table and it almost covered the whole table. So the fact that is in the size 20 thread, it was going to be really big. So if I start that up again, I'm going to use, I'm definitely going to try to use size 40 thread. So anyways, yep. And the new location was great. It was a little bit further down. It was at Burdett, New York, instead of usually the last whatever years it's been in Lodi, New York. But it was a really great location. It was really nice. It wasn't really that much further. To be honest, like now that I know where it is, it'd be like next to nothing. Next to not that far away really, compared to, I think it's probably just another 20 minutes down the road from Lodi. But you go slower at first, one because hey, you don't know the road completely as well, but also you don't know where you're going. And I was watching, as we're coming down along the Finger Lakes there, the Seneca Lake, I think it's Seneca Lake, then you're watching the signs go off to make sure you get the right sign. So that was cool. And I took down the little strawberries that I was making to give out to people. And I really don't think I gave them to everybody that I meant to give them to. I should have written down people's names, but I also didn't know who all was coming. So that was a big deal. And in cross stitch, okay, so last weekend we had a massive storm. I don't know, did I tell you this already? We had a massive storm in this part, like in most of Ontario. And so like our area got more snow and we didn't get the freezing rain, but down towards Toronto and north of there, like the hydro's been out for a long time. And so that really sucked. And my neighbors down the street they said they lost their hydro for 10 hours. And it was raining, so they were having problems with their basements and that stuff. A lot of these houses are really old in this area. They're on bedrock. And so the water kind of goes where it wants to go, and you can't really you have to have a sub pump, but like one that you add in, not a built-in one. So anyways, so then that was the thing. So what did I do? Well, I'll tell you something. I watched all of the John Wick movies, and then I watched, because I was on a Keanu Reeves, and then I watched Constantine, and then because Constantine was there, it flashed up, then I was searching, the Pope's Exorcist. So I watched that. So that was pretty good. So, which is a lot for me. I don't generally watch movies. The only reason I have Netflix is because I wanted to watch, it's a movie called Conspiracy. It's about the Second World War. I think it was a well done movie. It's not about a happy topic whatsoever. But I think the actors did a phenomenal job. Will I be making more strawberries? Oh, likely. I might make some bigger ones. I don't know. I still have a lot of half circles, and I'm kind of addicted to making them. So we'll see how that goes. And then with okay, I feel like there's something I'm forgetting to tell you with tatting and everything, but who knows? Oh, Kelly took the advanced needle tatting class, and she actually got something. She's a very advanced needle tatter. She actually learned a neat little trick where you, this is just really, if you're a needle tatter, it's really important, is when you make the ring and you pull the ring closed, instead of doing the knot, what you do is and I think I've heard this before. I've seen this before, or maybe whatever, but you take the needle and you bring it up through the last stitch, and that holds it in place instead of having to tie the knot, because then if you want to backtrack and you want to open up the ring again, it's way easier to do it that way. And it's kind of funny because I keep trying. So when you needle tat, if you're right-handed, you hold the needle in your left hand and you form the rings with your right. I'm gonna have to ask again with Kelly. No, it's the other way around. You hold here, you form there. But for me, I want to hold here and form here. So I don't know. Anyways, lately, that's what I want to do. So that's why the needle tatting never quite goes the way I think, I think that's why I get confused about it. Anyways, but I did do, because I was watching John Wick, and that's what I forgot to show you. Ha, I knew I'd been. I've been watching, funnily enough, watching the Pope's Exorcist. I got a lot done on my I Love You for Your Brains by the Witchy Stitcher, because I got the eyes done and I got this bottom of the face done, and the teeth was when I was watching Constantine. So I feel like I need to be watching horror movies to be, I think, inspired to do this. And then so then I'm just going around. I've got to do the teeth. I'm going to go around and do the spot, the off colors of the green and fill in all that stuff. So then when I come back to do in here, it's just straightforward. Just fill in, right? But isn't he cute? This is a really cute zombie. I actually think, my voice is really messed up, right? I actually think it would be super cute, or I don't know, maybe because it's this green color, I wonder if he wouldn't, if you were just doing, I was just thinking you could always do him as an outline with his eyes filled in, his teeth filled in, and just have make him a little pillow kind of thing. Would you have to, I don't know if you have to have, or if you did this part and then just left this green and did the eyes, did the teeth, would that still look as cute? It's hard for me to know, because I think part of what makes him super cute is this stuff here. So I don't know. Anyways, it's so cute. So I was happy. I was happy I got my enthusiasm for the stitch again, because I think once I got the eyes done, then I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun. Like I said, it was really great to do it with the Exorcist, or the Pope's Exorcist. I was curious about it, so I actually read that they're going to make more movies, because I really do think it would actually be a good series of movies. Not that it's like the best movie, whatever, but, and it's supposed to be super scary, but I didn't find it scary. But it does help that I'm not Catholic and I don't believe in demon worship. So there you go. What else was I? Okay, hold on. Okay, so I did practice tatting some. I did do a little motif thing with some of the thread I bought just like an hour ago, and I have no idea what I've done with that motif. But I realized that I don't think I'm gonna go grab something. You probably end up getting shown a whole bunch of stuff over the next couple of weeks where I'm like, oh, this was super cute. Anyways, sorry, random thing, but this was in the grab bag as well. I think it's a little rug mug, but, and it was, it's weaved, but there's a name for it. I can't think of it. Anyways, it was weaved with wool and I freaking love it. I think because it's got that scratchy wool, you could use it also as an exfoliator. But I love it. Look how pretty it is. Sorry, I'm just like overly excited about my little weaved mat. Or alternatively, you could have this and you could make this into you could sew a tatting motif on it, right? And like, ooh, and then, and make it into a little pillow too. Like that'd be cute. So on that note, this is what I made last weekend while I was watching John Wick. Just so you know, as a series, it's basically about a movie about a man coming to terms with his wife's death. A man with a hinky history and fairly lethal skills, but still, oh my God, I just dumped these all out on the ground. Great. Oh no, there it is. I should have bought more for Martha. These little rings. I deeply regret that now. Oh my God. I keep trying to throw it all over the place. What is wrong with me? Okay, all right. Sorry. All right. So, yeah. And I was going to wear it as a kind of necklace over the weekend, but I never got the rest of the part done, but there it is. This is super cute. I'm going to make it just kind of, it actually turned out to be really fun. Okay. Oh, and then the, wow, this is fairly incoherent, eh? Back to the tatting. The box that I took ended up being won by Martha. So Martha S, yay! And Martha S, the reason it's kind of cool is that Martha S is the person that found the pattern book and then donated it to the Antique Pattern Library, and she just loves the patterns in there. So it actually worked out really good. Now the thing is I'm going to be on the search for another box or whatever, because I had a lot of fun doing that one, so I'm gonna, I think, make myself one too. I too love the end direct patterns, and that's why I had done them on the outside. I also wondered, like, I had done it, this one fairly plain because I wanted it to be fairly focused. Sorry, but I think it would be really neat to take one of those boxes and then do like you know, some aging stuff and you know, different pieces of different things to add on and everything. I've seen where people have done that. So now that I kind of have an idea of how I want to do it, then I kind of think I might try to find another box. Just as one general lesson though, when you're painting anything, don't touch it until it's settled for a couple days. Painted things have to set. That's what I have learned. What else? I did not get the, I didn't get the commemorative shuttle because it was the 25th anniversary for the Fingerlakes Tatting Seminar. I just, you know, when you can't think, and so I didn't get that. There's beautiful ones done by Rita Richmond, and it had Danny's, it was Danny Rotak that had done the logo for the year. What else? Kelly got a really neat snowflake book by Robin Perfetti. And she'd done it in 2020. Kelly ordered it, and we looked through it, and it was very well done. It was a very well done book, a really nice book. And you know what, I might think about getting that one in the future. I think there's two things with crafting. I think I'm going to be shifting. Oh, yeah, sorry. Hold on. Let me get the other thing I forgot. This was on the freebie table. I'm like so excited. There was way more stuff at the freebie table that I would have taken. However, I did have to travel. So I was like, I need to be careful and not just randomly grab stuff. So this is a rug hooking project, and probably a fairly old pattern, because it's an actual photograph picture. And it's pretty cool. Okay, so look, you know, that after I came back to the table, people were like, oh, we got to check this out, because I was like, look what I got, because I ran back. But after I ran back to the table where we're taking class and everything, and look, it's a rug hooking thing. Look. And I have been trying to stop myself from buying, you know, spending, because I don't know if I'll like rug hooking, so why spend money on everything, right? But look. So here's the plan. It comes with all of the bags. The only thing it didn't come with is the hook. Oh, it did come with the hook. Okay, so there was 2 hooks that were for latch hooking that were on the thing, and I picked them up because I just think that I just like the look of latch hooks. But oh, goal, score! And it did come with the hook. Oh, that's so exciting. I wonder if there's anything more in here. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize. I had kind of looked, and in all of the woolen strips, like I'm just like, oh my god. I was like, you know, when you feel like, again, you feel like, hey, I'm taking from the wrong pile or something. So I'm like looking around to make sure that this isn't supposed to be part of the, because they were on one big strip. The raffle, the way they do the raffles, you buy the tickets, you write your name on it, and you put it in a paper bag, and they do a draw for that. So I was like, oh my god, am I taking from the raffle table, or was this supposed to be here? But look, it's got the hook too. Yay. So what I am going to be doing is I've been kind of watching some of the tutorials on how to do this, and I am going to, we got to keep the picture with it. Wonder why they didn't fill that in. Okay, anyways, doesn't matter. I'm going to be working on this. Yay! Oh, I'm going to go to Wool Time, and because it's better when it's in a hoop or something, but this is a square project. So at Wool Time, you can get the stretcher sets that you use for counted needlework. Is that what it's called? I've shown it to you before because I have a project going on with that. So I'm going to buy, and that's not an expensive way to do it. And I already have the tacks. So I think I'm going to buy, and this is 19 by 12, so 12 by 19. So if I do this, and it has the binding stuff, so I figure, here's what I'm thinking. If I can get the knack of this and finish it out, that will be awesome. That would be the ultimate goal. However, if I can't take the knack of it, then either one, because actually to me, I just freaking love this the way it is. So that works for me anyways. I could just hang it on the wall. Yes, I know I'm weird. Or alternatively, I can come into this part here that's mostly done around around this part and kind of do it back. So then it's just, you know, a little pillow. Freaking love this. My sister's, when she used to work at the one retirement home, she had a group that came in every Tuesday night to do the rug hooking. And they called themselves the Happy Hookers. And I am so pumped about that hook being in there. And so she had a beautiful pillow. When she quit that job and went to a different job, they gave her this beautiful pillow, and I loved it. So super excited about this. Super excited. And then if I decide I hate it, like I said, I'll just cut that out or whatever. Okay, now I think I've got everything. Obviously, I've missed stuff. I know I have. But just want to say it was a great weekend, you know, great couple days overall. Kelly came on Saturday afternoon. That worked out well, and she made it home this morning. You know, and it was nice to have somebody to drive with me, and it made the drive go fast, so I really appreciated that. And yeah, we had a really great time, and I hope that things will be okay for next year for me to be able to go as well. I know I really missed going during COVID, and I wish that I had thought about driving down for the one day, like say, you know, earlier. Do you know what I mean? Like last year I did it, and it worked out good. Part of the reason I just go down for the one day is because I have old dogs, and they're not dogs that they can't go into kennels. They're old. Ken will be calling me all the time, telling me my one dog's got to go to the vet. He's got bladder stones. Some minutes he's okay, some minutes he's shaking. Like it just is what it is. And they're more comfortable when they're at home. So, and it's so funny because I haven't put the pee pads away, because the ones that were used, but there's just a massive spread of pee pads all over the place because I was gone for so long. Anyways, alrighty, that was too much information, I think. My plan is, sorry, I forget to mention this. Well, never mind. I was gonna say my plan is to continue, hopefully, to work on the zombie guy, my little, cute little, I love you for your brains. And even if I figure, if I go through, I do the green, like the shading parts, so that there's only backfill, and then I do the brains part, then I can sit there and just work away at the other part, like the fill in. Oh my God, it makes me laugh so hard. And I want to, I don't know. Yep, I'm a little baked. But I wanted to thank everybody and say hi to everybody that I saw this weekend, and tell you guys how great it was to see you all. And, oh, sorry, that's what I forgot to mention. They raised, I think it was $1,600 this weekend to go to a charity. So that's really cool. So that's like super exciting. Okay, so that's the last thing. Obviously, this is a little bit rambly. I hope you guys have a great day and you're having a great time crafting. And I wish you happy tatting. Cheers.